Welcome back to this lovely tutorial on Mix It Up. We're gonna cover events. Events are cool. Events are just super cool. I don't know how to explain how cool they are. I will explain how cool they are just by showing you what they do. So Twitch is my main primary bread and butter. I do a lot of things in Twitch, so I'm gonna relate them a lot to Twitch, and hopefully if you're watching this you understand what a Twitch raid is. Basically, when another channel raids you, you get all of their current viewers into your channel, and it is just like a cool little party that happens, and you can hype up that party really simply, automagically through Mix It Up. So right now, if you don't use something like Mix It Up, you can do like a raid message that comes up, and maybe you can get things to respond a little bit. I'm going to show you the power of Mix It Up. So let's click on this. So I'm under events, so click on this thing, you go to events. It's right after commands for a very specific reason. And you can see here, we've got our raid message here, or our Twitch channel rated. So I am twitching. I am twitching. I am doing this. I just saw something that is really cool that I need to look at. But anyway, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna look at this command. What? This looks boring. No, it's not. Check it out. It actually runs the shoutout command. I don't have to do anything. I literally have to do nothing. When a raid comes in, I get a shoutout. My mods don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. I just have this run the command. Super nice. Super nice. So this is where now you're seeing that power of like kind of nesting things. You make that command and then you say, okay, now I'm gonna run that command somewhere else when something else happens, when I trigger this off. So this is super cool. Super cool. So again, you just look at that command. I don't like this. I don't like that it says chat, because that's misleading. Because for example, that chat doesn't mean the chat category I created. It means something else, and I have yet to figure out what that means. So just be aware that chat is where all of your commands are that you make under commands. So if I go back over here into commands and I compare this command here with all of these, you're gonna see them, and you're gonna see there's my chat category, there's my audio category. So it does sort them nicely, but this command type, I understand it's hard to do because you're saying command type and then commands, but just be aware, this commands is chat everywhere else, okay? All right, so hopefully you're seeing that, oh wait, I can now automate some of the stuff that just happens in my stream. Yes, you can. So when you're rated, when you're followed, you get the alert box, maybe there's something else you wanna do, and like just send a quick thank you message in chat. You can do that. I think you can do that with alert boxes too, but I'm just saying, it's easy to do. Again, my goal is to migrate all the way over from Streamlabs, Twitch, alert boxes, all that stuff to strictly Mix It Up. So again, that's where a lot of this power is coming in, is that I can then do all of this from this one interface, which is super powerful, and not have to worry about, well, is this set up? Is this working? Is Twitch working? Well, if Twitch isn't working, I don't really care. But like, I am completely right now off of Streamlabs. It's disabled. I know if I show you my chat room right now, if I go up to chat, you can see Streamlabs is still there. I need to kick them out. But just so you're aware, this bot can do everything that those things are doing. And you can see it, you can automate things based on when things happen. So I'm not gonna go over the things, but I'll show you what I've got set up. So for example, this is my new favorite. I have friends who have messages that pop up when ads start, and I was like, how do you do that? Because they're using Streamlabs. I'm like, how do you do that? And they're like, well, I've got a timer set up, so it's approximately right. I'm like, but what happens if you click that snooze button? Then the timers are off. All right, that's a problem. This doesn't do that for you. This actually detects when the ad is starting, when the ad is ending, and it does something for you. So for example, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna click on this, and it just simply sends a chat message that says, sorry for the ad break that's happening. It supports Keegers and all of his endeavors. He appreciates you sticking around till it's done. Right? Just something nice to acknowledge that people are watching ads for you, right? Now we got the other one, chat ad ended. All right, let's take a look at this one. Welcome back from the ad break. Thank you for your support. If you don't want to see those ads and have an Amazon Prime subscription, consider and use your free sub on me. Thank you. Yeah, shameless plug. So, I mean, these are things you can then reach out to your people and do that automatically. So nice. So my mind is like blown when I set this up. I will be honest, this one is getting more reliable the more I use it. When I first set this up, this was about 15 seconds off. 15 seconds, is that a long time? No. But it was a little strange where it would tell people that they're back. I'd see the message and then I'd look up and go, oh, they're still in an ad break. So just something to be aware that it's not perfect, but I think it's perfect enough. Like 15 seconds is like nothing in my world. It is in computer terms, but it's not in my world. So again, you can do all these different things. Check out all these things. I'm actually gonna change, I was setting something up, but like, for example, here, stream stop. I don't know how true this is. I need to do more information, but I trust the source. Our friend, the one Troj, go follow him, said you should really set your chat to be subscriber only when you are not live, because then you're not liable for anything that happens on your chat. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, here you go. Stream stop. I can then pull a Twitch thing. I can go to it's not enough autocoder. Set chat settings, and I can go on a subscriber mode. Done. I now did that. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go into the dashboard and do that. Cool. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the opposite thing. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go into Twitch, and we're gonna go down here to chat settings, and we're going to uncheck subscriber mode. So again, I want to explain what this means to the best of my ability. There is not good documentation on this. If we click that question mark, I do want to give Mix It Up a lot of credit for their documentation. This one is not great. It does show you the actions. It does show you enable follower mode. The only thing that I would suggest for them is to update this with just a basic command. Like that's what I want. I want more information. So for example, here you've got your emote mode, that blah blah blah. What I think happens if it's got that dash like that, don't change it. Uncheck it, check it. So in this case, I want to uncheck that box, and I'm gonna hit save. Oops, wrong button. Cancel. Save. Done. That's it. It's super convenient, super nice. I've now automated the end of my streams to where I don't have to go to the dashboard, set that setting, then when I start my stream, go back to that dashboard, reset that setting. Again, super nice, super convenient things. Love it. Again, just looking at all of these different things you can absolutely do. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but I think these are some of the ones that I really love and want to highlight here. You do have other generic things. So when, what's another good one? When someone comes into chats for the first time, you can greet them. You can do all sorts of different things in here. Take a look at these. You can then see that you can tie them back to those commands and whatnot and go from there. All right, guys, I think that's all I'm gonna spend time on events for. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you saw something, or you make a recommendation that you think that the community would appreciate, please let me know. I'll highlight you in a video and we'll go from there. But anyway, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care of yourselves.